Phwoar. "Oh, I can't speak, man. I'm overwhelmed. It's insane. The last time I cried was when I got married." Welsh hero Thomas weeps tears of joy after sealing Tour de France glory. Chelsea vs Inter Milan live. Jorginho and Fabregas start as Sarri's side face-off against Serie A giants in Nice. Chelsea and Liverpool set for £65 million. Pulisic transfer scramble as Dortmund decide to cash in on teenage star Captain Ozil leads Arsenal to 5-goal rout of PSG on his return to action, while lethal Lacazette bags double in Singapore clash. Ozil obliges referee's bizarre request to autograph his yellow card before 5-1 rout of PSG in Singapore. Arsenal could surprise rivals due to lack of World Cup stars and squad's pre-season availability, says PSG's Tuchel. He can take the responsibility. Emery explains decision to hand Ozil the captain's armband. Hamilton outclasses Vettel in the wet to take pole position in Hungary, and his title rival can only manage fourth. Martial could become Mourinho's next big mistake if he lets him leave, and even with the £70 million price tag, he is worth the risk for Chelsea or Tottenham. "I feel good and my shoulder is much better," Salah insists. He's now fully fit and firing again, as he is pranked by Robbie Fowler in a curly wig. "So that's what £40 million gets you." West Ham record signing Anderson scores to ease Pellegrini's new look side past Ipswich. Bale, Lopetegui and Nuno Odriozola pictured on board plane as Real Madrid gets set to start post-Ronaldo era with pre-season tour of US leads agree £7 million fee for Bamford as Bielsa closes in on Middlesbrough striker ahead of debut season. £200 million or it's a no. Chelsea demand world record fee for Hazard in an attempt to price Real Madrid out of summer bid. But Spanish press claim Real will not sign Hazard as Lopetegui wants massage. Diego Zaha runs riot at Reading with brilliant braces. Palace warm-up with 4-goal rout. Klopp sings along to Ales anthem as he pays surprise visit to Liverpool fans in Michigan. Ramos is ruthless and brutal. "I hold him responsible." Klopp opens up for first time on that Champions League final challenge. Karius concussion and Mourinho mind games. "The first few months were the toughest of my life." Silva opens up on premature baby son Mateo's fight to survive the big rip-off. Fans fed up paying sky-high prices to watch Premier League's second-string teams on tour. Rojo out. Maguire in. Mourinho looks to sell £30 million defender and bid to make way for £65 million England star. Next World Cup, I'm trying to be there. 100%. Sturridge's England spot in Qatar after injury woes. Spurs stars go shopping on scooters as Eriksen and co ride through streets of LA and greet fans. Ahead of Barcelona test, Greece frightening. Socrates is Arsenal's new rock with Spartan spirit, bulging biceps into chest the size of a wardrobe. Arsenal scored 4 second-half goals to ease past Paris Saint-Germain. PSG were missing several high-profile players for friendly after the World Cup. Gunners, meanwhile, fielded a strong team captained by Mesut Ozil. Thomas Tuchel clearly feels that factor gave Arsenal a big advantage. By George Flood from Mile Online published, 12:07 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 28th of July 2018, updated 13:44 Eastern Daylight Saving Time, the 28th of July 2018. PSG boss Thomas Tuchel believes Arsenal are at an advantage in the Premier League as one of the few leading European clubs to have most of their star names available for much of pre-season. PSG's starting 11 had few recognizable faces, with their squad decimated as players recover from their World Cup commitments. They were soundly beaten 5-1 by a team coached by former manager Unai Emery. Arsenal, by contrast, were able to field a strong 11 captained by Mesut Ozil and also featuring the likes of Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang and Henrikh Mkhitaryan, as well as new signings Bernd Leno, Socrates Papastathopoulos, and Matteo Guendouzi. Paris Saint-Germain were thrashed by Arsenal in Singapore despite Christopher Nkunku's goal. Mesut Ozil scored the opener as Unai Emery secured a simple 5-1 win over his former team, and Tuchel believes we should expect surprise results to be inflicted on major Premier League sides as their international stars recover full fitness. It could give Arsenal a big advantage, Tuchel said. Chelsea had few international players when they became champions 2 years ago. It is a big advantage. It is very complicated for us. To manage is almost not to manage. We want our players to rest, but we want them back because they are our players. We have a new coaching staff and the league starts very early. It would not be first time there are strange results like this. When I managed Mainz in Germany, I always wanted to play the big teams early on. After the European Championships or the World Cup, we would have had 6 weeks pre-season and be raring to go. This can happen. PSG boss Thomas Tuchel was still without most of his first-team stars for the ICC clash in Asia. Advertisement. Read more. RSS My Yahoo Feedly AOL Reader. More RSS feeds. More stars of sport.